4,000 of you watch me sit here and tell you how I lost everything. The house, the savings, the car, the electricity, all of it. And I got so many messages, so many of you saying that you were in similar situations and saying, that's where I'm at. And I thought I was the only one. So today I'm going to tell you what happened after that video, what I actually did and where I'm at now, and what I'm building at 60 years old after I lost everything. So if you are new here, here is the short version of the story. I am a 60-year-old woman. I was a single mom. I spent 30 years and still am working full-time, working from home as a workers' compensation adjuster. And somewhere along the way, through the stress, through the loneliness, and through the depression and anxiety, I almost lost everything. Bankruptcy, I almost lost my home. I had my electricity turned off and I had my car repossessed. And I struggled with alcohol because when everything is falling apart, you reach for that thing that somehow quiets it just for a temporary time. The decision to sell my house was not dramatic. I had planned on doing it for a few years after my son had graduated from high school. It wasn't one big moment. It was more like I finally got honest with myself. I was holding on to the house, I think, because I thought that owning something meant that I had something of my own, meant that I hadn't failed, and meant that I was still okay. But it wasn't okay. I was exhausted. The house started having issues, and I had to start putting money into little things here and there, which eventually grew to big things. The house was older, so there were things that went wrong. When I finally started to let myself think about selling it, finally realizing that I had to, I was really scared. I thought, what will people think? My son had grown up in that house. I had raised him from the time that he was a baby. And we had a lot of memories in that house. And I think that emotional attachment was the hardest thing. But I finally had to make that decision to sell the house. And what it meant for me and for my son was that I was finally able to pay off my remaining debt. I was able to take some of the rest of the money that I made from the house and put it in savings. It meant that I was able to move to the country. I just happened to have a friend that had an apartment that was available in the exact location that I wanted to be, where I wanted to live, and eventually buy a house. So I rented that little apartment, and I'm still here, saving money. It meant that I was able to breathe again. But I can tell you, when I sold that house and my son and I moved to this apartment, it was more difficult than I ever imagined. It was emotional. It was emotional for me. It was emotional for him. We had spent almost 20 years in that house, and he grew up from the time that he was a year old. I raised him in that house. We had a lot of memories. A lot of good memories and a lot of bad memories, but it was difficult letting that go. But I can tell you that even though it was that difficult, it was the best thing that I ever did. I feel free. I feel such a weight off my shoulders. It's a new chapter and I'm able to start over. So I'm going to share with you today where we're at now. I'm still working full-time. That job and that salary has kept me working remote. I was able to be there for my son. It's kept a roof over our heads, and I am now making decent money. I'm in this little apartment where we're able to save towards that house. My son is now 20 years old, and I can't believe that he's 20, but he's coming to his own. He's starting to think about his life going forward, and he is a good kid. Everything we went through together, I am proud of him. And I am proud of myself. I am sober, and I can tell you that being sober has given me clarity. It's given me happiness, and it's given me peace. I can see clearly now. I can see what I want with my life going forward, and I can see what I'm capable of. And I want to tell you something about that retirement savings, and I know a lot of you are in that same situation. I had a 401k saved. I had to use that 401k over the years just to survive, to keep a roof over our head, to keep the electricity on, and to pay other debt. And I can tell you that I am not afraid. I am not scared of not having that savings. Fear of what people would think of me, fear of admitting the truth, and fear of starting over. I'm done being afraid, and I'm starting something new, a new chapter. So here's what I'm building, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not going to come on here and let you think that I have everything all figured out, because I don't. I started this YouTube channel about a year ago. I wasn't sure what I was doing, and I'm not sure that I still do. I'm still learning. As a 60-year-old, it's been a bit of a challenge, but I am learning. I have learned so much over the last year. But a few weeks ago, I posted a video about losing everything, and 4,000 of you watched that video, and many of you commented. And I knew that a lot of you were in the same situation. Women like you and me who are carrying this quietly, who feel behind, who feel embarrassed, who feel like everybody figured it out except them. I want to build something for you. I want to build something with you, and I want to show you how to do it. I'm going to create content that says that you are not alone and you are not behind. You are not broken, and you are still here, and that counts for something. I am also looking at building an online income, affiliate marketing, digital products, and hopefully eventually a coaching program. I am at the beginning of trying to figure that all out, and I made a decision. I'm going to document all of it for you. Every step, every mistake, and every small win. I want to build this online business to help me profit in the future from now and into my retirement, and show you how to do that. I'm also dreaming about a simpler life, a little house in a rural country area, a porch that I can sit on, just a small house. I don't require much. After everything I've been through, I have learned that peace is the most important thing in my life. So that's where I'm headed, and I hope that you come along with me. So before I go, I want to say something to you. If you found this video and you are in a hard place right now, maybe you are looking at your finances and you feel like everything is ruined. Maybe you are in recovery, or you are thinking about getting sober, or you are terrified to be without that thing that you have been leaning on. Maybe you're a single mom running on empty, doing it all alone, and wondering if you're ever going to be able to make it. I need you to hear this. I am 60 years old, and I have been through it, and I am starting completely over with nothing in retirement. It's not too late for you, not even close. Your story is not finished, and mine is not either. So I want to know something from you. Let me know in the comments what starting over means to you and where you're at in your life. Where are you in your story? Because I read every comment. And sometimes the most important thing is knowing that there's somebody out there just like you. So go ahead and watch my prior video where I talk about losing it all and starting over. That's the video before this that everyone watched. And I hope you stay along with me in this journey, and I'll see you next time.